Good morning. We have made it through a whole week of our online videos and of sheltering in place. It's Saturday, so yay. I'm sitting in the sunroom. The sun is out right now. I know we have a possibility of storms the rest of the day, but it's great. It's a great day to be alive. I've got a couple of things I want to talk to you about today. The first thing I'm going to start with is my earrings. Today I am doing my bicycle earrings that Becky gave me several years ago because we really all want to be biking today. It's not going to happen today for me. So I hope maybe Marlis and Dave will get a bike ride in for me, and I would really appreciate that. Yesterday, I shared the YouTube links with my sister Geraldine, Jerry, and her husband Mark live in Colorado Springs, as most of you know. And my sister watched them and she loved them. She said, I was like Mrs. Rogers for the elderly. So I guess I'm Mrs. Rogers instead of Mr. Rogers. Instead of my sweater, I generally have my bathrobe on. And I guess you guys are the elderly, so I like my role better. I'm glad you're all with me. Yesterday, there was a little glitch. There have been a couple of days when I uploaded this video to Facebook. So today, I'm going to try just uploading to YouTube first and then sharing the YouTube link on Facebook. I don't know what happens in the transmission. It always looks okay on YouTube and you get the whole video. On Facebook, sometimes it cuts out. Yesterday, Joe and I at noon watched Vatican News from the Vatican, and the Pope gave a wonderful address. I encourage all of you to go on Google or any other streaming device, Yahoo, and look up the Pope's message about the coronavirus that he gave on Friday. He was at St. Peter's Square, and the gospel reading that they did first was from Mark chapter 4, verse 35 to 41, and it was on Jesus Stills a Storm. And if you don't mind listening to it, I looked it up on my phone and I'm going to read it to you. And then I just want to comment a little bit about what happened yesterday at the Vatican. The reading goes like this. On that day, when evening had come, he said to them, let us go across to the other side. And leaving the crowd behind, they took him with them in the boat, just as he was. Other boats were with him. A great gale arose, and the waves beat into the boat, so that the boat was already being swamped. But he was in the stern, asleep on the cushion. And they woke him up and said to him, Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing? He woke up and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, Peace, be still. Then the wind ceased, and there was a dead calm. He said to them, Why are you afraid? Have you still no faith? And they were filled with great awe and said to one another, Who then is this, that even the wind and the sea obey him? Okay, my pop-up just came up on that. Hopefully it didn't end that. You can go online and you can see pictures of the Pope at the Vatican. It was 6:00 at night there. St. Peter's Square was completely empty. He gave a lovely homily, which you can read about trying to end the coronavirus and peace and love and all the things that the whole world needs to hear. The address was actually to the world. It wasn't just to the Catholic world, it was to the world. So I encourage you to go and watch that. There are also some pictures, maybe some videos of him at the end. He gave a papal blessing and he held, it looks like a giant cross and it's got a host in it. It's a monstrance. And he was out on St. Peter's Square by himself. The bells started ringing and he blessed the world. And it was just an awesome sight. And I encourage you to do that or some other spiritual reading. The address he gave is certainly worth reading, it was to the whole world. So that's was wonderful. It really lifted our spirits yesterday. Of course, this week, or every week, we're getting closer to Easter. I think this is the 5th Sunday of Lent. I don't know. Next Sunday, a week from tomorrow, is Palm Sunday, followed by Easter Sunday. So looks like we might be doing our celebrating here. However, last week I did have a few accomplishments, not very many, but I put up all my my spring garland. So above my screen, my patio doors, in the living room and in the kitchen and the dining room, I have some spring flowers, aside from doing the planting. So today, my challenge for you today is to go outside, to commune with nature, to do some gardening, to do some raking, to pick up some sticks, to go for a walk, to do something wonderful outside with this, in this wonderful, beautiful earth we have. So we might be not in the crowds in the malls and shopping for Easter clothes, but we can really enjoy what we have. Yesterday, I took myself up on my own challenge. I sent a little text about that. And I listened to some music with just an old pair of earbuds that I found while I was cleaning out my one drawer that I've cleaned out. And it was just so wonderful. I just loved it. I was just transported. My hips didn't hurt, my feet didn't hurt. And I just listened to the music and walked. And I walked faster and farther than I would have had I just been walking on my own. So I encourage you to do that. There were a couple other things I was going to say to you today. This is probably enough. Enough. A shout out to all my family, all my friends, and I love you all, and we're going to have a great day. We finished the first week. My daughter-in-law put a posting out on Facebook about them finishing the first week of school, and some of the things my 7-year-old grandson said are just totally hysterical. So I may share those with you tomorrow because he has some definite ideas about homeschooling. Have a great day. Love all of you, and I'll see you tomorrow. We made it through the week.